Hello and what's up, guys? Today our topic or our lesson is about Chords Family, as requested by Sir Isagani. He messaged me and said if I can share to him some lessons or materials regarding family of chords. It's very helpful to know, especially when you're trying to learn a song or to write a song, when you know the family of chords that works well with that song. And the best, I think, way to learn it is in the key of C, because I'm also a keyboardist, so I find that it's easy for me to learn things in the key of C, because I just looking at it as white keys. But obviously there are exceptions to the rules, and I myself is not expert on this topic, but I'm sharing to you, Sir Isagani, and to my subscribers. It might help you in some ways, my little way or understanding about chords family. And I know that at some point you will encounter a well-versed and expert musician who is really good in musical theory, who can explain better how uh, the chords family, the reason behind, etc. Even chords naming. I'm not so in-depth, but with my little knowledge, it helped me with how I learn songs, how I write songs with this simple um, tricks and knowledge that I got, that I will be sharing to you guys. So yeah, as I mentioned, we will do this lesson in the key of C, and the family of chords that are related in the key of C are, so your number one, your C. So this will be our root, or our number one, and our number two is your D minor. So one is a major, two is a minor, the three is a minor, and your four is your major, and then your five is your major again, six minor, and then your seven is diminished, and back to your root. So if we translate it into letters, it's easy when we put it into numbers, because you can transpose it to any key in the near future. But sometimes, like when you're reading it on a song hits or on the chords chart, you will always base it on the letters. So let's say we're in the key of C, so C, then D minor, E minor, F major or F, G, then A minor, then B diminished, and then back again to C. So that's your family of chords. And how does it work in terms of when you're listening to the song or when you're writing songs? So some would use the word tension. So this is your root. They will call it tonic. And then you will have your dominant, or the tension that will create your five, and then will resolve again to the root or to your tonic, to C. So sometimes your dominant, they will put it as dominant 7 or your G7, which will have more tension. That's why a lot of the songs, like country music or even songs before, like in the 60s, 70s, will always use the, for example, C, and then goes to the dominant 7th, which is your G7, and then back again. can do it as major, and then the remaining bar you go to the 7th and then resolve to C. Alright. The other thing that you can do is the 1 4 5. So C goes to 4, which is F, and then goes to 5, which is G, back to C again. Now with like jazz music, they will do the major 7th. So instead of just regular C, it becomes C major 7. And then your D minor becomes D minor 7. So C major 7, D minor 7, E minor 7, and then you got the F major 7, and then you got the G7, and then the A minor 7, and then the B diminished. Sometimes they put diminished 7th or the B diminished, and then back again to C major 7. So those are your family of chords. You can just transpose it probably by using a capo, or you just transpose the chord, for example, from C major 7, you want it to A major 7. So A major 7 goes to B minor 7, C sharp minor 7, yes, D major 7, E7, F sharp minor 7, then you got the diminished, what's this one, G sharp diminished, and then back to A major 7. So those are your family of chords in whichever key you're playing. Now there are exceptions to it. It doesn't mean that if you're playing on C and obviously you're going to F, G, back to C, that you won't be able to do the minor for the F. You can do it as well. F minor. It's like creating that preparation to end a song. Okay, so that's like an exception to the rule there, where we said that the chords family is C, D minor, E minor, and then F major. In this case, from F it goes to F minor, then back to C. That's why music is like a rabbit hole. You started with this simple 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, where 7 is diminished, and 2 or the number 2 is your minor, 3 is your minor, and 4 is your major. But in this case, we added the F minor. So there's loads. You can't really just do this musical theory, but with me it's more of hearing it and then developing your skills in, oh, this sounds like I've heard this from another song, or this would work. So that's one exception there. Another exception is from C, we said that 3 is your minor, E minor, isn't it? E minor, and then let's say F and G. So those are really like related family chords. Some people would use a passing chords which got like the fifth. If this is another topic, actually, circle of fifths. But let's say C going to A minor, instead of going straight to A minor, you would hear some people doing the B here. So what they're doing is, this B is part of the E or the E minor. There's B there, isn't it? So if you're doing circle of fifths, before you resolve to your A, the fifth of A is E, and then the fifth note of E is your B. So that's why they do the passing note, or this in this case is a bass that's going down. But there are songs that will go directly to E, because actually they wanted to go to A, and then some people would do the dominant or the E7, for example. There you go. So that's your passing chord, which is again not like part of the family of chords. So when we say family of chords or chords family, it's sort of putting you in a box. But there's lots of things that can happen, which is, as they say, think out of the box, where C and E are not sort of related, but you can put this one in preparation to resolve to your A minor in this case, and then back to your 4, and then back to 1. So there's loads of things that can happen. It can mean as well C going to E, going to A minor, and D minor. D minor is looking for the fifth, which is your, no, not fifth, the fourth, which is G, and G will resolve to C. So this one is more like a circle of fourths. When E goes to the A minor, this is the fourth of E. So C, E, which is going to the fourth, which is A minor. A minor is looking for its fourth, which is D minor in this case. D is looking for the fourth, which is G, and then goes back or resolve to 1. So that's your circle of fourths, isn't it? So we just added this E here and then created the circle of fourths. So E, F sharp, and then G sharp, then A. That's the fourth, isn't it? That's why the basic there, so that we don't get lost. Our basic was C, D, E, F. F is our fourth. In the case of E, F sharp minor, G sharp minor, our 4 is A. But because we are still in the key of C, that we jumped on this one E, the fourth would be A minor. And A minor or A, so A, B minor, C sharp minor, fourth is D. That's why from A minor we went down to D minor. And with D, E minor, F sharp minor, the fourth is G. So that's why from A going to D minor, and the fourth of this is G, and then it goes back or resolved to 1. Another lesson as well that will emphasize on the circle of fourths, although this is totally another topic, but we can relate it to what we call the family of chords that we were talking early on. So let's say in the case of Fly Me to the Moon, Autumn Leaves, there's circle of fourths there. So the song starts with A minor, which we will consider our starting point or our root. The fourth of A minor earlier, we said that it's D minor, isn't it? What is the fourth of your D minor? It's G. And then with G, what is the fourth of G? Is C. We are using the C major 7 here. And then what is the fourth of your C? Is F, isn't it? And then we will just add the diminished, which is the other family chord, the seventh of C, but it should have been with F. The fourth of F is B flat. But in our case, in our song that we are trying to portray, we are going with the B diminished. And then B, what is the fourth of B? E, isn't it? And we go back to our root, which is A minor, which is also the fourth of your E. Okay, so circle of fourths again. A minor going to D minor 7 or D minor, and then G, which is the fourth of your D. G going to the fourth of G, C, and then C, the fourth of C is F, the fourth of F is B flat, but in our case we are using the B diminished, and then the fourth of this B or B diminished is E, and then resolve to the root, which is A minor, where we started with our song. So E, the fourth of E is also A, or in this case A minor. Alright, I hope you picked up something on this one. There's circle of fourths, and then the family of chords where we said it's from C, D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, B diminished, and then back to the root or the tonic, which is C. And then if it's more of a jazz, the Fly Me to the Moon or Autumn Leaves is like a jazz standard. You will be adding like the major 7th or the minor 7th. So in this case, we are using the key of C, and we will be using the major 7th. So C major 7, D minor 7, E minor 7, F major 7, G7, A minor 7, B diminished, and then back again to C major 7. Okay. Last thing before I end this lesson, what you call variations. So we said earlier we are starting with the C major or the C major 7 as our root or tonic. Sometimes you can replace it with the C9. Others would use the C6. So 9 and 6 can be your variation. So instead of C minor 7, you can use C6. This is D minor 6, or you can use the D minor 9. So there's loads of things that you can do once you know the sequence, and then you know how to use variations. Instead of just a pure C major, you do the major 7th, or with the minor 7th you can use minor 6. So those are the things that you can spice up with the chords. But the family of chords are there already with the major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. Those are your family of chords. I hope you picked up something with this lesson, and leave on the comment section if you got additional knowledge, because I'm also learning, guys. I'm not expert, but that one helped me a lot. There's more into it, but then sometimes we just overload our brains with lots of information. With this one, it will be a big help already for you to understand, or when you're writing songs or learning songs, that where you are with the song. Oh, I'm going to the fourth, and fourth is looking at the dominant seventh, perhaps, which is your tension or your preparation to go back to the root. All right. And again, thank you for watching and thank you for the support. I'll see you again soon. Bye.